What's up, guys? Welcome to Parlay of the day for November 12th, 2021. We'll let some people cycle in here as usual. Had a really good day yesterday. Maybe not a good Thursday night football game. Let me know if your bet was destroyed last night on Thursday. Mine sure was. Got to ride with the underdogs. Underdog is a hungry dog, and hungry dogs run faster, right? We got a comment in here already. This was one posted early from Terry. A little later than usual. Yeah, Terry, I was doing another show. So I do a show called Parlay Power Hour on the Sports 2.0 Network YouTube channel. So go check that out. It's me, my buddy Grant Mitchell, and then Will Reed. He's another one of my friends, joined us today. We've been doing that show since the summer for the Sports 2.0 Network. So we were breaking down all the games on there and stuff. We gave 3 picks. So I took Cincinnati. Cincinnati. I didn't take Cincinnati. I took let me get this game. Let me get the exact line I took. See what the spread was that I took. So I took South Florida plus 23.5 on there. We talked a little basketball, talked a little college basketball, a little NBA, a little NHL. We took the Oilers on the puck line. We love that bet on there as well. But again, I'm not giving those on here. I'm giving the parlays today. So let's get into it. We already got some people in here. All right. Make sure you check out the B Parlay Week 10 NFL picks. They're not off to a good start. We were 0-1 after last night. I think 90-something% of money line bets were placed on the Ravens last night. That did not go well for a lot of people. But make sure you hammer the subscribe button. Check out the picks. If you don't like the picks, stay for the energy. That's where the energy is. We bring the energy here on B Parlay every single morning. New little setup this morning. That'll change. We'll be back to the old setup next week. But let's break it down. So yesterday we had a really good day. Had another good day. Unfortunately, did not hit this. Clippers did not win by 3.5. 76ers lost. Clippers won by 3. We did not win this. Panthers got beat. Got to stop riding with the Panthers. But I will say, guess what we did win? Another college basketball hit yesterday. That's awesome. Air Force plus 8.5. Love it. George Washington, Maryland under 139.5. And then Sacred Heart Providence over 141.5. So that was a big win for us. Boys were buzzing there. Boys and girls were buzzing. And also in overtime last night, little college football win, Pittsburgh, North Carolina. Pittsburgh minus 6.5 just covered. They won by 7 in overtime. So you got to love that. So we had 2 big wins yesterday. So we had that win and then the college basketball win. So say you put 100 on each game. You put 100 here, 100 here, 100 here, and 100 here. You spend $400 last night. That's a pretty big stake right there. You still walked away with about $400 profit last night. So it was a good night for us. I'm 1-0 after last night. There you go. Did you take? You must took the Dolphins then, I'm assuming. That's a nice pick if you did. One of my buddies texted me. He's like, hey, I'm fading. I'm going to fade Baltimore tonight. I'm like, why? What's your reason? He's like, well, the Dolphins were a lot better. The Dolphins are better than their record, obviously, and the Ravens are not as good as their record. I believe that's true. I think the Ravens have survived a lot this year. Yes, sir. Love it. Nice job, Terry. Nice job. I didn't do that. I didn't have the balls to do that. My same game parlay was destroyed. I did a same game parlay video. I'm going to start doing those guys on the Sports 2.0 Network as well. So if you haven't subscribed to Sports 2.0 Network, go over, subscribe to the Sports 2.0 Network, Sports 2.0 Network, guys. Go check that out. All right. So anyways, 11-12 parlay a day for November 12th, 2021. Let's get into it. After our big day yesterday, we got a little more funds to play with. So we're going to go Timberwolves versus Lakers. I like the under of 224.5 in this game. We'll go Mavs minus 2.5, and then Pistons versus Cavs over 202. Now, I believe this is at 200 right now. So I'm going to change this because I did not lock this bet slip in. Let me see where it is. All right. It is at currently 200.5. So this is my debate. All right. Obviously, Pistons, Cavs, there's some COVID issues there. The Pistons aren't very good. The Cavs got some COVID issues. The Cavs are consistently scoring over 100 points, so I will say that. The Pistons, not as much. But again, when you have I'm going to put 200 in there right now, 200.5. When you have a line like this, you're going to do 2 things in this game with this line. You're either going to fade it totally or you're going to go over. There's no way. If you're going to bet under on 200 in an NBA game, that's insane. I give you a lot of credit. I would never do it because you have no room to work with. It's scary for me to bet under 210 because you don't have a lot of room to work with. Heat was solid. Yep, Heat was solid. They played really well last night. Actually, it was funny. I was talking about this on my other show. I was streaming it from a guy on YouTube up in the upper deck, like filming and recording the whole game. So it was cool. I got like an upper deck view of it. It was fun. Lamar Jackson overkilled me. Yeah, Lamar Jackson just didn't do a damn thing last night. He did not do a damn thing. And you know what? I'm at the point where I don't think Lamar is as good as everyone advertises. I don't think he's at that point. 10-3 the last 2 weeks on the NFL. Nice job. Nice job, man. 10-3. It's pretty impressive. With LeBron out, I love Anthony Davis over 25 points tonight. I do like that as well. I really like that as well. My only fear there, not that this is much of a fear, the Lakers play very slow. That was my mindset for the under in this game. It's at 223 now, but the Lakers do play very slow. Are you able to say what betting sites you use? Yeah, so I use FanDuel, DraftKings. Right now, I'm currently on FanDuel. So yeah, I'm on FanDuel right now. We have relationships with, if you go on Parlay, guys, just the website, all the picks are on there, first of all, but we have relationships with a bunch of books, BetMGM, Unibet, Sugar House, I believe FanDuel and DraftKings as well. But they're all on there, guys. They're all over the thing. And we have a bunch of deals on there as well that you can't get from the site. So make sure you go check that out. Yes, sir. Are you the man? Your parlay saved my ass last night. Thanks, brother Odds. I'm glad you placed the NCAA basketball one. Though, you know what, guys? NCAA basketball at this point in the season is not super hard to win in this point of there's so many massive spreads because nobody knows what's going to hit. You know, like last night, McNeese versus TCU, like that barely hit, but I hit that. That was one of my separate bets. They have to play slow. They're old. Yes, good point. Good point. That's why they play so slow. And thanks. No problem, guys. All right, let's keep going here. So we got this Pistons Cavs. If you want to totally fade it, I would just totally fade it. But again, it's 200 points. It's not a lot of points. It's one of those, it's like, it's probably going to be a 202, 203 point game if it goes over. But still, I'm a lot more comfortable taking the over of 200 in an NBA game, especially for minus 110. All right, then we'll go to the ice here. Flyers, Hurricanes under 6. Oilers, Sabres over 6. And then Capitals on the money line. Combined odds, $518, $100 wager, payout $618. I want to talk about the Oilers for a second. Now I'm a Bruins fan. So I watched that game last night, and it was just pucks on net. Like, it was insane. The Oilers are terrible on defense, but the fact of the matter is they can score. And that was the first time I've seen the Oilers like play this year and like really pay attention to the game because they were playing the Bruins. Obviously I check the scores, I watch the highlights, but just seeing them in action, they're terrible in the defensive zone, but they can flat out put the puck in the net. So that was pretty impressive. Sabres aren't very good. I think this game goes over 6. It's currently at 6.5 now, I believe. Let me check. It depends on what sportsbook you guys are using too as well. So keep that in mind. But again, I bet the over of 6.5 in the Bruins Oilers game, and there are 8 goals scored, and it wasn't hard. And the good thing about that is when it's 6.5, if it gets to 3-3, you know it's going to go over. So you just got to get 6 goals. I hit on that game. Good, nice job. So we got that there, guys. The hockey parlay right there. Football wise. Now, I was having this debate as well. I want to talk to you guys about this. What do we think about Cincinnati? Do we think Cincinnati should really be a playoff team? We were talking about this on another show I was doing, and I think no way. There's no chance Cincinnati should be a college football playoff team because Alabama would steamroll them. Ohio State would steamroll them. You'd take Cincinnati, you stick them in the SEC. They're not an undefeated football team. They've beaten one ranked team. It's Notre Dame. One ranked team as of Purdue's ranked. They did beat Purdue, but they weren't ranked at the time. Cincinnati has beat Notre Dame, who Notre Dame hasn't played anyone. Or no, did Notre Dame beat Purdue? Might be messing my games up. But yeah, like bottom line, I don't think Cincinnati should be a playoff team in any way whatsoever. Now, over 57.5, I do like this bet. Cincinnati has not covered. They're my 23.5 point favorite tonight. They have not covered that the past 3 weeks. That's going to make me lean USF if I'm going to bet a spread bet. And then Wyoming, Boise State. This game's going to be a little slower, like the under of 48.5. Let's see what people think about Cincinnati. No, good. Thank you. No, for real. Yep. Yes, they beat my Boilers. Good. Okay, I was right about that. Agreed. All right, good. Yeah, that's what I think. Like Cincinnati in the SEC is not a good football team, so we factor that in. And I was saying, the conversation got a little heated, but I'm like, listen, I would love to see Cincinnati in the college football playoff as a better because you know what? I mean, they're probably, if they play Alabama, they're going to be a 21-point underdog in the college football playoff. The sports books will probably drop them down. You probably get them for 14 when the line comes out. Alabama's going to beat them by 2 touchdowns any day of the week. So we got that. Knicks, Randall, love over 9 rebounds tonight. I do like that a lot. I think that's going to be a very competitive game. That one's going to be a lot of fun to watch. Is that in New York? No, it's in Charlotte. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun to watch. Let me see some other props from that game. Do you have the odds player rebounds tonight, Julius Randle? So I have it over 9.5. I have it over 9.5 at -105. Unders a little favored at -118. Yeah, I mean, I like that. I like that a lot. No, you did good yesterday. We did good yesterday, Jay Money. We had a good day. All right, let's keep going here, guys. So we got our college football and now college basketball. URI -9.5 against Bryant. By the way, I love the over in this game too. I should probably put that on there. Love the over. App State -2.5, and then Minnesota +3.5. College basketball has been very good to us. Today, I'm getting a little tighter with the spreads. I've been betting more inflated spreads, which, yeah, I mean, they're either going to go really good or they're going to go really bad, depending on how the underdog performs, right? But today we're going to go a little tighter and see how we do here. But again, guys, a lot of college basketball. You should find 3 locks every day that you believe in and just hammer them, because I mean, college basketball is great because every day we have a huge slate of games. There's freaking 300 Division I college basketball schools in the country. And you know what? You might be betting on, who did I bet on? Like Kennesaw State last night or whatever, but still, it's a win's a win. Damn it, I didn't follow yesterday and hit 3 8. Damn, I didn't follow yesterday and hit 3 out of 8. Okay, 3 out of 8. I don't know if you place them in parlay, you didn't win. But if you did, hopefully the 3 you hit were better odds and you made a little profit there. But yeah, guys, that's the show today. Any more questions, throw them in there. But again, appreciate the support. Make sure you subscribe. Bulls are playing well. What do you think about that game? So let me see my favorite line from there. The Bulls are playing very well. I love the Bulls on the money line. I really do. I mean, +198. You can't beat that. This is the beginning of a gruesome road trip for them. So if they were at the end of it, I would say, hey, you know what? 11 parlays. Well, hey, if you hit 3 parlays out of 11, though, 3 out of 8, you said, or three for 8. Yeah, if you hit 3 out of 8, you probably profited, depending on how big the parlays were. So Bulls, I like Bulls money line. I do, because I think if they're going to be competitive in this game, if they are competitive, they're going to cover 5.5. But Bulls money line +198 odds, I think that's very inflated. Golden State's good, but again, you look at who Golden State's played. Let me pull up their schedule as of late. I mean, Golden State has not beaten teams that I really respect that much, and I think that's a reason this line's kind of inflated. They're 10-1. So we look at the Warriors' last 5: Minnesota, Atlanta, Houston, New Orleans, Charlotte. Where the Bulls, I mean, they had 2 losses to the Sixers, but they beat the Celtics in Boston. They beat the Nets. They blew the Nets off the court, and then they blew the Mavericks off the court. So again, they can win this game at +198. I think that's a great bet. Bulls at home +5. Yeah, I mean, if you want to go spread and play it safe, I'd go +5. But I'm going to go money line, get the odds +198. I'll probably throw it in a risk parlay. Yeah, a little. And then my NFL picks. So we'll break down NFL picks later, but Dolphins +7.5. That's good. There you go. Steelers, Bills -12. I like the Bills this week against the Jets. Steelers -9. Okay. Patriots -1. Patriots, Browns scares me a little bit, but I'm going to ride with the Patriots there. Eagles +4, Raiders +2.5, Vikings +2.5. I hate the Vikings. That's what I would say. I hate the Vikings, but write them down, Tanner. I got them, Terry. I got them. I'm going to screenshot them. I want to see if I'll see how we do. All right. Thanks, man. Really enjoying daily video. Look forward to them, a few friends. Great, guys. Appreciate it. Again, so we're on here, Be Parlay all the time. Sports 2.0 Network. I post a lot more content over there. So make sure you go check that out as well, guys. And we will talk to you tomorrow for another little parlay of the day. Have a great weekend. Good luck tonight. Let's win some money on Friday. Let's start on Friday. We'll win more on Saturday. We'll clean up on Sunday. We'll finish it up on Monday with some Monday Night Football, guys. So have a great week. A great weekend. I'll talk to you tomorrow.